Thank you, Vancouver.
Are you ready?
And here we go. Tonight's clock brought to you by The Expendables. In theaters, August 13th. Condit, the veteran, in the red trunks.
Rory Macdonald gets him down early, catches a kick.
Macdonald in
Rory
the white
starting
trunks.
out very aggressive and tells Carlos to get back up.
The enthusiasm of youth. The confidence of never being defeated.
Oh, big right hand by Macdonald.
Condit has been in some battles, Joe, in his MMA career, 24-5 overall. So this is 30th professional MMA fight.
Roy looking to tie him up. Nice knee to the leg by Condit.
Not surprising that Rory Macdonald
big takedown by Rory. Into the full
idolizes
guard.
GSP, and a takedown that GSP would have been impressed with there.
And Carlos Condit has a nasty guard. Very aggressive off his back.
Loves the triangle chokes. Macdonald's going to try to...
Goes to mission control here. He's tying him up with what we call the meat hook.
Macdonald recognizing that this is by far the biggest challenge of his career.
Macdonald trying to pass here. He's got a hold of the left leg. Let go of that.
Rory Macdonald talks often, Joe, about this is what he wants to do. So while the other teenagers were focused on other things, he was in the gym every day and he loved it. Feels like this is his destiny. This is a big night tonight for him to be in the UFC in British Columbia against a man of the experience of Carlos Condit. Condit just 26.
Yeah, Condit's no old man.
Like he said, it wasn't long ago he was in this position. And he's up. Macdonald trying to utilize a stiff jab.
But Carlos Condit has faced much stiffer competition. He just rocked Rory Macdonald there. Carlos has been in there with Jake Shields, Frank Trigg, Nato Vismo. He's fought some very, very tough guys outside of the UFC. Inside the UFC, of course, Ellenberger and Kampman are two top guys at 170.
And they're teeing off early, Joe.
Nice counter by Rory Macdonald. And another right hand.
Throws the knee. Good start here tonight. Takes him down. Caught the leg, took him down. Full guard. The chant of Rory.
Carlos is fighting well off his back. However, the impression of the judges is always going to be that the guy on top is winning unless the guy on the bottom does something spectacular. Unless he sweeps him, unless he tries or gets some near submission.
UFC 116, Lesnar versus Carwin, presented by Bud Light, Saturday, July 3rd, MGM Grand Garden Arena. Brock Lesnar, Shane Carwin, Vanderlei Silva, Akiyama. Live on pay-per-view, coverage begins with UFC prelims live on Spike. Go to 116.ufc.com for more information. Check your listings internationally.
I'm really impressed with the kind of pressure that Rory Macdonald is putting on Carlos Condit. Carlos is bleeding out of his nose from a right hand that Rory Macdonald landed.
Rory said a couple of times he felt, and his training team felt, there were some holes in Condit's game, which he was going to be able to expose.
He's just staying on him.
They teamed together. And maybe pressuring him was part of exposing those holes.
That was a nice leg kick by Condit.
Set up with the hand. Under a minute remains in the first round. Rory was looking for the counter there. Both of these guys with a good reach, but they nullify each other in this matchup. Joe Silva and I were talking about the 76-inch reach of Condit, but then yet you look at Macdonald and he's equally as impressive.
Macdonald has been able to capitalize on the kicks, catching those kicks and taking him down. So even if their stand-up has been even, the fact that he's been able to take those kicks and drop Condit to the ground puts him at an advantage in scoring. Nice leg kick. That was very nice. Really cut into the meat of the thigh there.
Trying to answer back was British Columbia's Macdonald. swing and a miss, big takedown. Makes him pay for it. Perfect execution.
Yeah, 3 takedowns. Very nice for Rory Macdonald.
Twitter.com/Dana White. Second round.
All excited.
Absolutely. Vancouver, British Columbia. First the Olympics, now the Octagon. Confident or not, knowing he's taking a step up, thinking there's holes in the games at Condit, having the first round go the way it did for Macdonald also must relax him. It must elevate his confidence to even a higher level.
Well, also, he's been able to control the center of the octagon, which is huge. I mean, he's the one that's controlling the center and pushing Condit on the outside. And in the same position where he was able to take Condit down, Condit was not able to take him down. Now he's got Condit's leg. And Condit tried to drop a takedown there, but he lost control, and Rory's on top now.
He ends up in half guard.
Rory turning towards him.
He's just so polished beyond his years.
He's in side control here, Mike. Carlos moves his legs into a good spot. Back to his feet.
Macdonald again forcing the action.
Yeah, he's putting constant pressure on Carlos Condit. And again, Condit keeps doing that knee, but it's not doing damage, but every time he does it, Rory's catching it. And again, you can really tell that Rory Macdonald and his team have really studied the style of Carlos Condit, and they're looking for him to do very specific things that he always does in fights, and when he does them, Rory's ready.
Fighter with a game plan that stays with it can be extremely successful. And he said coming in they had a definitive game plan, and I think we're seeing some of it, as you pointed out, Joe.
There was a nice leg kick by Carlos. I would like to see Carlos try to retake the center of the octagon, take it away from Rory, push him back.
Superman punch misses. Can he get another takedown? Working hard for it.
Kimura, and he takes the back, and he's in the mount.
Condit looking to apply some ground and pound.
Good scramble by Rory. He almost got mounted there, but did a great job. Look at this. Swept him with a leg. Very nice. Carlos has a potential omoplata if he can get his left leg free. He's got that the left arm of Rory tied to the mat. He let go of the leg.
Watch the top of the head. 13 of his 24 wins by submission. Carlos Condit.
You know, we got 2.5 minutes to go here, and just based on the fact that the stand-up has been controlled as far as the center of the octagon by Rory, and the fact that Rory's on top again, you know, people are going to look at this, the judge is going to look at this and say this is probably a round that Rory Macdonald is winning. Carlos Condit, in my opinion, has got to do something different. He's got the meat hook again from the bottom. He's got that right arm tied up, but, you know, he's not able to secure submission.
Joe, with UFC On Demand, you can watch the action you want when you want, including Rampage's greatest hits. Go to UFCOnDemand.com for complete schedules and availability. Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan, great to be here. General Motors Place, UFC 115, Liddell versus Franklin. Spinning, swinging.
That was a crescent kick. That's an old school Taekwondo move that you very rarely see.
No connection, Superman punch. Macdonald, again, very comfortable.
Well, Carlos has got to realize here that he's got to turn it up. Oh, wow. Good combo by Rory Macdonald. Very nice head movement as well by Macdonald.
They're telling Carlos to be the aggressor.
Easily stuffed takedown by Macdonald.
Tried to finish with the knee. Yeah. Tell him to turn it up now, Joe, and let's see if Condit is able to do so. Good battle. Final minute of round number 2.
Rory Macdonald is just so well trained, Mike. When they get into the clinches, he immediately pummels under, gets control of the body.
Just avoided the right hand, and
nice
then delivers
jab.
a big, stiff jab. You know, we said in his UFC debut, this is the next generation, the kind of kid who walks into the gym And for the first time he ever trains, he trains in all the facets of MMA. That's the future of the sport.
Carlos again lands a decent leg kick, but he needs more of this.
Spinning back fist. Round 2 in the books. Wow. Vicious teeth. But you're right, we haven't seen that from Greg Jackson. Will Carlos Condit respond? Third and final round, he comes out southpaw. Condit, red trunks, white trunks Macdonald. And now switches back. Caught the leg again. Flying knee. Head kick. Man, this kid is good.
Caught him with a nice straight left as well. He is swarming on Carlos Condit here. Oh, he's teeing off.
And he is just feeling more comfortable.
Carlos just caught him with a good right
exchange.
hand though, Mike, and he's looking for the takedown now.
Single.
Condit drops down for Kimura. Roy recognizes it.
Condit gains a good position.
Condit on top now.
Half
now
guard.
we'll see. Condit, in my opinion, has got to finish this fight, Mike.
I think he would feel the same way, Joe.
Yeah, I definitely think that he lost those first 2 rounds.
Watch his eyes.
He's got him bleeding now.
Oh, he's rocked.
That was a nice elbow from the top by Condit.
Condit trying to advance to the mount.
Roy using that butterfly guard. Condit's got to stay on top of him.
I would say Condit responding to the message from his trainer. Cut, and it's swelling.
Nice elbows. Those are short, solid elbows by Carlos Condit. He's trying to move to pass. In my opinion, he's mounted him.
Yeah, Rory's in trouble here, Joe.
Back, hip escape, back to half guard.
Condit turning it up here in round 3. Looking to finish this fight.
Roy's got an underhook on that leg, Mike. He's going to try to sweep with it.
Dana White says it all the time. Leave it out of the hands of the judges.
Good
and Condit trying to do
elbows.
that with another big elbow.
Over and over again with that left elbow.
This is the Carlos Condit who dominated in the WEC. Vicious. The natural-born
Roy
killer.
Macdonald back to his feet. The crowd goes bananas.
Still a lot of time. Looking for the knee.
Good combo by Carlos Condit. Forces Roy Macdonald to go for a takedown again. Rory is fading, Mike.
Yes, quickly.
This is Carlos's opportunity. He's got to really turn it on here.
Rory
His
Macdonald
face is
trying
badly swollen,
to
Mike.
survive the onslaught
His
here in
right
the
eye,
third.
it looks like he might have something wrong with his right eye. It looks like a broken orbit. You see how it's swelled up very badly?
Nasty.
When you see an orbital break does that almost instantly.
Still hanging in though, Joe. 2 minutes remains in the fight. What a way to start things out.
This is Carlos Condit's fight. He can win this right now. Yeah, Rory, that hurts him very badly. Carlos needs to drop those elbows down.
What guts shown by both fighters.
He's trying to pin down that arm, pin down the right arm to keep Rory from being able to protect himself. But if he doesn't stop this fight, I think he's going to lose a decision.
90 seconds. Macdonald trying to get back to his feet. Condit continuing to pressure. Rolls him over. Looking for the mount.
Rory's just got incredible composure for such a young man. So good. Oh, another nice elbow from Condit.
Right on that spot that you talked about, too.
Yeah, and it is nasty right now. Full mount. Rory pushing off, trying to hip escape, does so. Gets the knees in between them, looking to sweep. Underhooks that leg of Condit's, but Condit.
Well, at one point, you must step up and take that big step in your career. Macdonald is doing so tonight.
I mean, at one point, the kid's only 20.
Unbelievable.
You know, I mean, it's a big step up.
40 seconds remains in the fight.
You know, if I was Condit, if I was in Condit's corner, rather, I would be telling him, you got to get on top of this kid. Don't stand over him. Get on top of him. You've got to try to stop this fight.
30 seconds.
It's in his hometown, and he won the first 2 rounds. Even though Condit is winning this round big. Will it be enough? You know, judges are very reluctant to score around 10-8.
15 seconds. Unbelievable guts shown by both fighters.
That's it.
It is all over with 10 seconds left in the fight.
And here we see, this is the end here. Carlos Condit on top of him, blasts him with that punch. Hammers him with a couple more. And you know, he could have let it go. There's 9 seconds to go. I can totally see how the audience is feeling, but the kid took a vicious beating at the end of that round. Still a tremendous performance by Rory Macdonald and showed just really amazing potential.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Dornan has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 53 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, the natural born killer, Carlos Condit.